The bodies of missing journalist Ndlovu and his partner Ndlovu have been found. Much ado about nothing, or a well-orchestrated plan to keep Julius Malema and his politics out of the UK. And happy birthday to Afrikaans. It's 100 years old today. Hello, I'm Jane Dutton.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent.
Two bodies have been found. Pretoria-based Ndlovu and his partner Ndlovu disappeared in February this year. They were last seen in Mamelodi, east of Pretoria. They were led to the remains in an area in Tshwane by one of the suspects arrested for kidnapping and hijacking in the couple's disappearance. Police believe Ndlovu's driver is the ringleader behind their kidnapping and murder.
I just got a report now while standing here behind the minister that there is two remains of people found in the bushes somewhere in Rusty Fender. So whether it's them or not, we are not sure, but of course pointing out let us where we are now. We will do the necessary processes in terms of DNA with the families and the remains that we found to check and confirm whether it is them or not.
This news was delivered on the sidelines of the funeral of one of the three constables that died in a crash in the Henops River. 22 police officers have been murdered during the first 3 months of this year, 9 more than in the previous quarter.
16 were off duty, while 6 were on duty. 50% of these murders happened in Gauteng province. 38 arrests were effected and 14 convictions, with 11 life imprisonment sentences plus 487 years imprisonment were secured.
The Hawks say they've secured 293 convictions in the first 3 months of this year for serious crimes. Hawks head Lieutenant General Godfrey Lebeya made the announcement at a media briefing earlier today. It's his final one as the head of Hawks. His 7-year term comes to an end this month. Most of the convictions and sentences were in Gauteng.
Of these convictions, the Serious Organized Crime Investigation secured 157, the Serious Commercial Crime Investigation secured 73, while the Serious Corruption Investigation secured 9.
This weekend may see the first big cold front of the Cape's winter season. Most of the expected rain will fall over the Cape Winelands, Overberg, and the city of Cape Town on Saturday, while strong winds are expected to arrive tomorrow.
Now, most of the rain will fall over the mountainous regions around the Stellenbosch Mountains and Boland Mountains. So Franschhoek, Stellenbosch, Paarl, Somerset West, those regions will receive most of the rain. Around 30 millimeters of rain is expected. But Cape Town and the surrounding regions will also receive rain on Saturday.
More than 150 officials in the Gauteng government are doing business with the state despite the law declaring this a criminal offence. Section 8 of the Public Administration Act prohibits all government employees from scoring tenders or any form of contract with the state. Out of the 152 employees identified as conducting business with the state, 124 are linked to dealings with the Gauteng Education Department.
We are going to need to work harder, track those who are sophisticated in hiding their operations in doing business with the state.
And 37% of senior officials in the Gauteng government have failed their lifestyle audits. The Special Investigating Unit was brought in to conduct thorough audits on heads of departments, CEOs, and supply chain management officials. This move was taken to promote ethical governance and ensure that officials are not engaged in corrupt activities.
What is encouraging is that lifestyle audits are implemented from the Premier, our MECs, the DG, all our HODs and other officials in high-risk areas. There are channels available to report wrongdoing, and this must be noted by the residents and the citizens of the Gauteng city region.
The British High Commission in South Africa says EFF leader Julius Malema's visa application could not be finalised due to the unfortunate timing of some recent UK bank holidays. A letter by High Commissioner Anthony Phillipson apologising to Malema has been made public by the Red Berets. In it, he expresses regret over the inaction of his colleagues in the UK Home Office. The EFF has described the incident as an administratively orchestrated ban on its president. Malema was due to speak at the Cambridge University's Africa Together conference.
While this wouldn't have been Julius Malema's first trip to the UK, he's had to make a U-turn while already at the airport due to incomplete entry documents. In a letter personally penned by British High Commissioner Anthony Phillipson, he explains how the delay occurred, apologising for the inconvenience caused to Malema. He further says he has no means of intervening in the decision-making process. Phillipson also acknowledges that Malema and his delegation applied for their visas in advance, even paying additional costs for priority service. The Commissioner also expresses a willingness to refund all the application fees. EWN has sent questions to the UK Home Office, which are yet to be answered. CD Madia, Eyewitness News.
The EFF says its leader, Malema, had planned to visit the grave of British monarch Queen Elizabeth to confirm that she had indeed died. The murder case of rapper Kiernan Forbes and celebrity chef Tebela Motswane has now been adjourned to June for a pre-trial conference. The 5 men accused of murdering the pair appeared in the Durban High Court for the first time since the matter was certified trial-ready 3 months ago. Forbes and Motswane were killed on Durban's popular Florida Road in February 2023. When proceedings resumed, they learned that 2 of the defense lawyers in the matter were not present due to other commitments.
So by agreement, as mentioned by the prosecutor in court today, the matter has been adjourned to the 12th of June 2025 for a pre-trial conference.
More than 100 vultures have died from poisoning in the Kruger National Park. Earlier this week, Sandparks and Endangered Wildlife Trust officials received a notice of suspicious activity in the Mahlangeni section of the park. They found a poisoned elephant carcass along with dead vultures. The carcass was laced with toxic agrochemical pesticides, often used by poachers for illegal wildlife trade.
Quick reaction due to an early warning device worn by some of the birds led to the rescue of 84 vultures who are recovering after receiving treatment. We are grateful at the collaborative work carried out.
Afrikaans is officially 100 years old. It was recognized as one of South Africa's national languages on the 8th of May, 1925. Emeritus Professor of Literature and Literary Theory in the Department of Afrikaans at the University of Pretoria, Professor Hein Willemse.
There are about 6,000 to 7,000 languages, dialects in the world. And very few of those languages are standardized and codified. I think there are about 110 altogether. So if one looks against that background, it's quite an achievement to actually have a language that started out as an informal language, as just one of the dialects, to be standardized in that form.
That's all from us. We'll see you for more again tomorrow.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent.